Wellness circles, you've probably heard people talking about NAD supplements as the next big thing in anti-aging. Influencers are taking them. Celebrities are getting IV infusions. Supplement companies are marketing them as the secret to more energy, better skin, and a longer life. But before you spend your money on NAD supplements, NMN or NR pills, it's worth understanding what NAD actually is, what the science really says, and whether these products live up to the hype. In this video, we're going to break down everything you need to know about NAD supplements, how they work, what the research shows, and whether they're worth trying. Let's start with the basics. What exactly is NAD? NAD stands for nicotinamide adenine dinucleotide. It's a naturally occurring compound found in every cell of your body, and it plays an essential role in metabolism and energy creation. When your cells break down sugar and other molecules to create energy, NAD is one of the key players that makes those reactions happen. Without it, your cells simply couldn't produce the energy they need to function. But NAD does more than just help with energy production. It also keeps your mitochondria, which are often called the powerhouses of the cell, functioning efficiently. On top of that, NAD plays a role in DNA repair and overall cellular health. Because it's involved in so many essential processes, NAD ends up touching nearly every aspect of how your body functions, from your energy levels to your brain health to the appearance of your skin. Speaking of skin, NAD is indirectly connected to collagen production and helps maintain the health of skin cells. It plays a role in repairing damage caused by UV exposure and environmental pollutants. Higher levels of available NAD in the body may help cells repair themselves more effectively, which in turn supports skin firmness and a more youthful appearance. On the flip side, low levels of NAD have been linked to oxidative damage, which is one of the key drivers of skin aging. The depletion of NAD is also associated with decreased cellular energy production and impaired DNA repair. Both of these factors contribute to the visible signs of aging we all try to avoid, like wrinkles, fine lines, and a loss of skin elasticity. It's not just about skin, though. Healthy NAD levels have also been linked to higher energy production, reduced fatigue, and better cognitive function. This is part of why NAD has become such a popular topic in the anti-aging and longevity space. It seems to be connected to almost everything we associate with youthfulness and vitality. Here's the problem. NAD levels naturally decline as we get older. In fact, research suggests that NAD levels may drop by about 50% by the time people reach middle age. This decline alters the body's metabolism and can make the visible and internal signs of aging worse. Because NAD is involved in so many critical biological processes, the idea of slowing down its decline has become incredibly appealing. And that's exactly where supplements come into the picture. So how do people actually try to boost their NAD levels? There are a few different approaches, and understanding the differences between them is important if you're considering trying one. The first common method is a supplement called nicotinamide riboside, or NR for short. NR is a form of vitamin B3, and it acts as a precursor to NAD. In simple terms, that means your body can convert NR into NAD once it's absorbed. It's one of the most widely available NAD-boosting supplements on the market today. The second common option is nicotinamide mononucleotide, or NMN. Like NR, NMN is also a building block for NAD in the body. However, NMN has an additional phosphate group, which makes it a slightly larger molecule than NR. Interestingly, some research suggests that NMN molecules may need to be converted into NR before they can actually enter the cells, since NMN's larger size can make it harder to absorb directly. This has led to an ongoing debate in the science community about which supplement, NMN or NR, is actually more effective. As of now, there isn't a clear answer. Both have shown some anti-aging properties in various studies, since both play a role in helping the body form NAD, but no direct comparison has definitively proven that one is superior to the other. Beyond oral supplements, there's also the option of NAD injections or IV infusions. This method delivers NAD directly into the bloodstream, which can lead to more immediate effects at the cellular level compared to taking a pill. Some people believe this approach is more effective for boosting cell repair and energy production. However, experts aren't entirely sure whether injections are actually better than oral supplements when it comes to results, especially for something like skin health. When it comes to aesthetic benefits specifically, the jury is still out on whether IV NAD treatments outperform daily oral supplementation. Now, here's something that often gets left out of the conversation. You don't necessarily need supplements or injections to support your NAD levels. There are natural ways to help your body produce more NAD on its own. Since B vitamins, like NR, help the body produce NAD, eating foods rich in these vitamins can be a helpful natural strategy. This includes whole grains, dairy products, eggs, and leafy green vegetables. Certain foods like fish and mushrooms also contain molecules that may help boost NAD production in the body. Lifestyle habits matter too. Intermittent fasting and calorie restriction have been shown to stimulate pathways in the body that promote NAD production. Regular exercise, especially high-intensity workouts like sprint intervals or high-intensity interval training, may have a similar effect. In other words, some of the same habits that are already known to support long-term health, like eating well and exercising, may also play a role in maintaining healthy NAD levels naturally, without spending money on supplements at all. Now let's get to the question everyone actually wants answered. Do NAD supplements really work? Here's the honest truth. While NAD plays an undeniably important role in the body, and supplements or injections may help boost your NAD levels to some degree, experts are clear that the benefits of these products are still largely theoretical at this point. Some evidence does suggest potential benefits for skin quality and overall vitality, but it's important to understand that NAD supplements are not a miracle cure for wrinkles or sagging skin. They are not a magic fix. More research is genuinely needed to confirm whether taking NAD supplements actually translates into real, measurable improvements in skin aging, energy levels, or cognitive function. Right now, much of what we know comes from early studies, animal research, or small human trials, not large-scale, long-term clinical evidence. Some medical experts have even gone so far as to say that certain NAD supplements on the market could potentially be little more than a marketing scam, given how limited the current evidence actually is. That said, this doesn't necessarily mean you shouldn't try them if you're curious. Given the limited but not entirely absent evidence, some experts say people can certainly experiment with NAD supplements if they want to. However, it's strongly recommended that you consult your healthcare provider before starting any NAD supplement or injection, just to make sure it isn't contraindicated for your specific health situation. This is especially important for certain groups of people. Anyone with an allergy to NAD or to any ingredients in these supplements should avoid them. The same goes for children, pregnant individuals, people who are breastfeeding, and anyone with kidney or liver disease. These groups should be particularly cautious or avoid NAD supplementation altogether unless specifically guided by a medical professional. It's also worth knowing that NAD supplements are generally considered well tolerated by most healthy adults. However, they aren't completely free of side effects. The most commonly reported side effects include muscle pain, nervous system disturbances, fatigue, sleep disruption, and headaches. These side effects are generally mild, but they're worth being aware of before you start any new supplement routine. Dosage matters as well. It's smart to keep a close eye on how much NAD you're actually taking, since NAD can become harmful when consumed in excessive quantities. This is exactly why medical experts recommend taking NAD supplements under the guidance and supervision of a healthcare provider, rather than simply guessing at dosages based on what you see recommended online or on social media. So where does this leave us? NAD may not be the miracle anti-aging silver bullet that some marketing campaigns make it out to be, but that doesn't mean it's completely without merit either. There are still plenty of other things you can do to support healthy, youthful-looking skin as you age, and many of them don't require spending money on supplements at all. Eating a nutritious, balanced diet can help you feel better, support your skin health, and even help prevent cognitive decline over time. At the end of the day, a well-rounded skincare routine that includes proper sun protection, adequate hydration, and an overall healthy lifestyle remains the true foundation of anti-aging. Supplements like NAD boosters might offer some additional support on top of that foundation, but they are not a replacement for the basics that actually work. So, should you try NAD supplements? If you're genuinely curious and you've talked to your doctor first, there's likely no harm in experimenting with them, especially if you stick to a reasonable dosage. But if you're expecting a miracle transformation in your skin, your energy, or your overall aging process, it's important to keep your expectations realistic. The science is still developing.